When it comes to weapons defense, it's important that you first and foremost acknowledge you're at disadvantage. Person has a weapon, a gun, a knife, a stick, a lead pipe, whatever it might be, they have something that you don't. And the danger element has risen to a higher level. The first thing that you try to do is to dissolve that conflict as quickly as you can. Even if they do not ask you for your money, take your money out, show it to them, offer it to them, and if that is enough to end it, all the better. If you need to, you feel there's that little element of danger in addition to offering the money, then take it, show it to them, and maybe toss it somewhere where you could flee to another place. So what is the environment? That should be your next thing. If you feel that you cannot dissolve this by giving your money or your wallet, then what is the environment? Is the environment to your advantage? Is there a drink nearby that you could toss into this person's eyes? Is there a chair that could easily be picked up that you can now counter the weapon with? These are things that your mind must immediately go to afterwards. Certainly your training, your techniques, we know how effective they are. We know how effective they are here, and they may be effective there. However, you want to try to counter this advantage that they have with the weapon, and the environment could be to your advantage only if you're recognizing what's there. All right, so now if we get to the point where you can't dissolve this with either that short amount of reasoning or offering your money or throwing your wallet, or the environment is not conducive to helping you, now you need to act. And acting now comes in where your training will certainly assist you. However, we need to, of course, remind everyone that the weapon gives your assailant an advantage. You need to now try to counter that advantage as best as you possibly can. With a gun, your best bet is the closer you are. With a knife or with an implement like a stick or a lead pipe or anything like that, then you need a little bit of distance. However, the one thing that you want to put into your mind now, that you've gotten, unfortunately, to this point, is that the person with the weapon is focused only on the weapon. If we're squared off in a situation here, I need to be concerned about this weapon, those weapons. But a person that's holding a knife, holding a gun, holding a club, they feel as if that is their only weapon. Now, it may seem like you're not taking much of an advantage, but you are. You only really have to be concerned about that, because it's very unlikely they are going to strike, they're going to kick. They're only going to use that weapon. So your focus needs to, of course, be there. The assailant has a lead pipe like this one. Once again, most likely they are feeling very confident and they are focused solely on that weapon. It's not to say you want to totally discount anything else on their body. However, that is your primary focus because it's probably their primary focus. But your target areas for defending yourself are going to be elsewhere, with the respect for what's coming at you. So if they're coming towards you, again, this, similar to a knife, you need a little bit of distance. Especially the extension of the pipe that he's holding, that extends obviously his arm. If it was just his arm coming at you, it ends here. That's obvious, but this continues here. You need to be a little bit more aware. However, once he commits himself, he swings it and commits himself, you can now move in and look, you have a target area here to disable, and then taking down and releasing the weapon this way. So one possible very strong opportunity is letting him commit himself, moving out of the way, keeping yourself guarded, and then closing the gap quickly and disabling the attacker. Assailant has a knife. Once again, you can never discount the danger. If you get stabbed, punctured by a knife, you're obviously in a huge amount of danger. You need to try to safeguard yourself, being respectful, giving yourself some distance. However, again, once they commit themselves, they are going to feel very confident with the weapon. All right, so what the important thing here is to be offline, again, giving yourself a little bit of distance, and you need to try, if he's coming in for a stabbing motion with the knife this way, your hands must be in this butterfly type situation, not this way where it can easily break through But this way, where you have some strength with your two hands, you're stopping the implement, you're controlling very tightly, keep that control as you turn under, turning the weapon back on the assailant, and then knee joint stomp kick to finally disable him.